everyone, my name is Maria and I've been wanting to make a YouTube channel for a very long time now, and I thought, why not today? Yeah, so I've been watching a lot of vegan YouTubers like Izzy Davis, High Carb Teen, Emily Vegan Flower, Life of My Isaacs 3, Bananiac, Simply Vegan, a bunch of different vegan people spreading the vegan message, and I thought it would be cool if I could also help spread the message and help more people realize how awesome this lifestyle is. And I actually recorded this video like 3 times before, but every time it got deleted, so I'm praying that this time it doesn't get deleted because it's really aggravating. And this time I'm going to try and make this video shorter because the other videos I've recorded have been like 20 minutes and nobody wants to listen to me for 20 minutes. So I will try to make this kind of quick if I can. And yeah, so I'm going to start out my channel by telling you my vegan story, how I became vegan, and yeah. I'm sorry if I'm awkward throughout this video, if I make like awkward pauses or say like a lot, because I do say that a lot. I will try not to, and hopefully I'll get better as my videos go on, but yeah, so I will start out my story now. When I was in 2nd grade, we adopted these 3 pet chickens, and I really loved them. I cared for them. I watched them. I was fascinated by them. And my whole life I had always loved animals. I always wanted to help them out, take care of them any way I could. But yeah, I remember shortly after we got our chickens, or not really shortly after we got the chickens, we had been sitting down at the dinner table eating chicken, and which sounds absolutely revolting now, but we were sitting down at the table eating chicken, and I remember just stopping, like pushing my plate away and saying, like I felt so hypocritical eating a chicken when I had 3 pet chickens that I loved and adored. I didn't want to be eating like their brothers or sisters or even their same species. It wasn't right. And that was when I first made my original, like the first connection between what was living and what was on my plate. Because I think in our society, you're handed a hamburger and you don't think about the cow that's like walking in the fields, not hurting anybody. No one actually thinks about that when they're eating their hamburger or whatever flesh. A lot of people don't really make that connection, and that was when I first made my original connection, but I still didn't realize, I still didn't connect the little pigs and cows and chicken, no, I did connect the chicken. I didn't connect the turkeys or other things like that, and so I wasn't vegetarian just yet. In 3rd grade, I met a friend, and we both really loved animals. We wanted to help them out any way we could. We had like lemonade stands and tag sales where we would like sell our toys to make a little bit of money so that we could donate to different like animal charities and stuff like that. And so we both decided to become vegetarian, but we were sort of like on and off. We didn't really know all there was to know about it, or all the things to avoid. And she eventually stopped, eventually stopped being vegetarian, but in about 4th grade was when I became like strict vegetarian. I knew what to avoid. I knew a little bit more about what I was doing. And I thought I was doing enough. I thought that I didn't realize that I was still contributing to torture by drinking milk, eating eggs, or any of that stuff. I didn't know that that was still harmful to the cows or whatever. I didn't know, I thought that like it didn't hurt the cow to be milked or whatever. And I didn't really realize how gross milk is. Like it doesn't make sense that we're drinking milk from a cow. Like, why are we drinking milk from another species? It doesn't make sense. That should be for a baby cow, not for a person. Yeah. But anyways, when I did become vegetarian, I must say, like, I felt a lot better than I had before. Before I was a vegetarian, I would get these awful stomach pains, stomach aches. I would be like doubled over in pain, crying. It was just a really, 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 really bad pain that I would get every so often. And dairy and all that stuff would make me feel sick to my stomach. Pus, I should say. It would make me feel sick, but I still would eat that or drink that, whatever yeah. And I think I was like addicted to it, even though it made me feel really crappy. And years passed. I started to feel sort of like I don't know, like depressed, just not well, and sorry I had to move location because my grandma came in and I didn't, I don't know, it was just awkward. So, yeah, I started to feel, depressed, I don't know, I didn't have a very good view on life, and sophomore year, which was last year, I just felt like I wasn't doing enough, and I wanted to help animals, and so I decided I would become a vegan, because I had actually been watching Emily Vegan Flower on YouTube, and she was talking about how, I don't know, she just really inspired me to become a vegan, and I wanted to also be a vegan because, yeah. So I set a date. I decided I would become vegan on Thanksgiving, and I had messaged her on Kik, and she recommended me to watch Earthlings, and I watched Earthlings, and it just was so eye-opening and heartbreaking. I didn't, like I said before, I didn't know that drinking milk would contribute to their torture. I didn't know that a cow has to be raped and then the baby is ripped away from them. I didn't know any of that, and it just was really heartbreaking. And right after I watched that, I literally became vegan overnight. I was just done contributing to that. So yeah, so it's been about 9-10 months. And I've just never felt like better health-wise. The only people tell me that I'm gonna regret going vegan or whatever, and like I try to tell them that the only thing I regret is not being vegan sooner. I don't feel like I'm missing out on any foods, because basically there's a vegan option for any other. Oh, I thought someone was like watching. There's a vegan way to go about having anything, really. I personally am not into the whole like fake cheese, fake meat thing, but and they're not necessarily the healthiest things either, but it's a step in the right direction. There's since becoming vegan, I've had actually a lot more variety of foods than I had before. I used to just basically have the same thing every night, but now I have like all these different fruits and vegetables and just like all these different foods I didn't even know existed, and it's just been like, and I've like mentally wise, I've felt a lot like happier. Like I felt like I had a purpose. I feel like it gives me a better view on food too, because I feel like I used to feel like it made me feel really crappy, and I just didn't like. Oh my god, there's a bee. I don't want to get stung. Okay. I used to feel not so positive about food, and now I feel like being vegan gives me that more positive outlook on the vegetables and stuff that I'm eating. I thought that something was like gonna fall on me. I'm sorry that I like twitched. But yeah, so it's been making me feel better in every aspect of my life, and the best thing for you ultimately is better for the world, which is being vegan. It makes me feel like just like a better person, and I want to be able to be a good example for other people, and show them that being vegan isn't restrictive. It isn't like a punishment or anything like that. I never felt like I really had to give up anything. I never felt like I was missing out. And I love being vegan. I honestly and truly love it, and I recommend it to everybody in the entire world, because it will change your life for the better. And that's my vegan story. I'll put up more videos soon. Hopefully they won't be as awkward as this one might have been. Any comments or questions, please leave in the description below, and I will get back to you. And please like if you liked it. Please hit like, if you liked it. Subscribe. I look forward to being part of the vegan community on YouTube, and thank you for watching. If you watched this whole thing, even if you just watched a couple minutes of it, thank you. I appreciate it. You're awesome. Bye.